Hey, hi there. This is Dr. Narinder Singh Khurana here, and it's an amazing day. We have been discussing about lots of things and few cut and paste in the last when we talk about great things because that flow is always important. I don't want to break my flow. Life is small, great things happening, and very soon we will be coming in a big way. And idea is to create 1,000 new billionaires as we were talking about this year. How universe is working, how dots are getting connected, and ultimately, if I see the history which I've explained in the video just now, that we need an education system that's very very important, which we want to launch in G20, and we are requesting because I'm an LKG student. I first want to get into first class, then we talk about PhD. So I need an education system so that this year I can learn before I go to G20 and request everybody to help me to educate. So the project what I'm planning to unite global genius achievers and create 1,000 billionaires and educating people, because what is the most important task of the world which people are not educating in a proper way, and none of the proper person has expressed this properly, and we need whole world to come together as one, and because that's a problem which people are not discussing. Ultimately, goal is how to produce baby in a proper way, what we say in a religious life, because no scripture came from religious life. Education system or people have developed something, but that will give you insecurity and not a healthy family lifestyle. What I've learned, people are getting divorced, and because people are not trusting their own families, or people they are living with, because they have been betrayed directly or indirectly, or cheated or exploited, and people don't want to show to the world because they want to keep their good image in the market or in the world. But particularly this has happened with most of the gods or the most of the people in the history also, and because no person have ever given a foolproof system of education where a family, a husband wife can live together happily. If we read in the religious books, people are trusting the foolish people who wrote about it, which is giving insecurity, which is giving negative thought about cheating each other and exploiting each other, and that kind of thing. I should be think children's needs today. Children need education system where they can really know how to produce baby, and like Genghis Khan did it, but did it in a negative way. And most of the role models in this world sitting in the top position, when they focus on purity, then they don't get married, and when they don't get married, they don't produce baby. So ultimately, something we need to understand: purity is bringing you a good thing or bad thing, because once we focus on pure, like we call Shiv, meaning is pure. Khalsa we call in Punjabi, its meaning is pure. Pura Vida in Spanish it's become pure. Kamal, the lotus, like Kamal Nain we call in Gurbani, is like pure eyes. You understand? So purity is something which comes at the highest level when we see people are learning about purity, but it is not giving good family lifestyle where things are not comfortable, and betrayal or cheating and so many things come up later on when we discover every family they are facing directly or indirectly. So some people share openly, some people hide it, but ultimately this is something a biggest challenge of the world, where we have a holy book like Ramayana where somebody wife was kidnapped like Mata Sita by a person like Ravan, or so many incident happened at the highest level, like Lord Shiva wife Parvati ji, even Ravan want to get married and asked Lord Shiva that I need your wife, and he said if she agrees you take it, because he was out of attachment, because he was detached from the world, so he has no more maya or such kind of feeling, so he was in a different world, so he never cared. He said you can ask Parvati. So this is the way this world has been going in the history, and people like Ravan is more stronger because he can take anybody's wife, and the purity people, those are focusing, they don't get married. So we need what education system we are duplicating to the world when we talk about practical life or practical way to live, because stories are good to hear that always evil will die and God will win or good will win. But during living, who is producing babies and whose DNA exists today after that? Because if they produce baby also, their DNA is done never exist. So something is important, which DNA is ruling the world and why DNA plays a big role when we talk about such kind of things. We are requesting everybody to come together and educate and create an education system for the world which will avoid 99% disputes, because when I've learned the history, 99% problem is people are not able to produce baby. That's the biggest problem, and they take sannyas or they stay away from women because people see that they are not capable or they are not able to perform. So they need person like Ravan to take care for it. So this is something we need to make good examples to the world, and that's what we are requesting world to get united and help to understand what is the right education system we should share to the world and what is the best way to live ethically. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.